Good morning. It's Thursday, July 13th, 2023. My name is Terry Morgan. We are here to practice Wudang Qigong. We have the foundation sets this morning, sets 1 through 9. I'm going to pay attention to sets 6, 7, and 8 this morning. As we do that, working side to side, the focus on center as well as on, as for this month, we're working with the idea of heart, shin. Where's your heart? What's in your heart, right? That sense of what kinds of things might I be willing to do? Not so much capable of, but what might I be willing to do? Good and bad. I might be willing to cook a meal and offer it to some homeless people. I might, no, I'm not going to do that. No, I'm not. All right, where's your heart? Is your heart with the idea of doing good? What does that mean? And seriously, what does that mean? Is what's in your heart doing evil? And what does that mean? What does that mean? Because as we're cultivating the chi, we're also, and the mind, right? We're also cultivating the heart. So what do we keep in the heart? Well, I was there and that's what they did to me, and I was so angry. And you gonna keep that, or you gonna get rid of it? Okay? That anger, right? It may be perfectly justified. It may be somebody did something that was really awful, and you're really angry about it. I can attest to that. All right, but do you want to keep that? Is that what you want to cultivate? For me, no. No, absolutely not. And in traditional Qigong practice, we absolutely reject that kind of thing as part of what we want to cultivate. We want to look for that peacefulness, for that quiet, for that center that doesn't have this total extreme of, looking for, as Mencius talked about, that middle, so that as we're practicing, this junk goes away, that we're not focused on whatever was awful, or on the other side, whatever was extremely good, because either one takes us away from the middle. What do I want to keep? I like the good side. I'm gonna keep the good side. How do I cultivate that? It's too good. I can't practice when everything's too good because I'm too happy. Well, okay. Wait until you calm down, and then you can practice and cultivate being moderately happy. I can't practice. I'm too upset. I'm too angry. I'm too sad. I'm really too emotional. I can't do it. Right? Well, wait until you calm down, and then you can practice while you're moderately upset. That will give you the tool. This practice over here, I'm moderately happy. I'm going to practice while I'm happy. I'm happy right now. I'm practice while I'm happy. Over here, there's times are coming, and times have been when I'm not quite so happy. I can use what I cultivate over here to help mitigate the problem when I have it. And I can use that problem to help me understand what I need to cultivate over here. So that when I have that issue, whenever I'm angry, sad, upset, whatever that happens to be, oh, I have this tool that I've cultivated and I can apply it over here to help me. Breathing. Slow the breath, regulate the breath. If I'm upset and I pay attention to my breath, I calm down. It's a natural function. There's no magic to it, really. It's just if you're focused really on your breath, it will calm you down. The same, a little too happy, I focus on my breath, I'm going to calm down, right? The happiness factor helps us open the mind and the heart while we're practicing, so that when we need to use that to help mitigate something that's negative, we've got it. Let's get started. Feet about shoulder width apart. Bend the knees. Wiggle the toes, wiggle fingers, open the arms. Hands circle to the front. Back around to both sides. Up along center line. And reach out. Bend the knees. Yeah, I'm not going too slow right now, so go ahead and keep moving. Keep that smooth, round circle. Fingertips reach up, elbows drop down, wrists, hands return to your sides. All right, with the idea that we're not joyful, it just not joyful over here. Yeah, I was yesterday. Okay, that was all right. With the idea that this is there's some good things that look like they're happening, and some more good things that look like they're on the horizon. A lot more hard work to be done. This is a positive thing. Hard work. Gongfu. That's what gongfu means. In English, you say kung fu. In Mandarin, it's gongfu. Gongfu 是不同的，不一样的。你可以说少林拳是一种功夫，是对。但是少林功夫，什么事？大家都明白，大家都明白。Just talked a little bit about the naming and how we would talk about Shaolin martial arts versus the idea of workmanship or gongfu. This morning, we're going to pay attention to, I said 3, push, turning palm, and I'm going to go this way, ward off, pull down. Each time we move, we want to pay attention to 2 things, the extension and the center. Developing that center while we're just a little bit on the happy side gives us an opportunity to more easily open all of the points along the small heavenly circle. So upper Tantian, middle Tantian, lower Tantian. Hui Yin Ming Bai. Jia Ji Yu Jin Bai Hui. Ren Zhong. Connect through the Ren Zhong and back down to the lower Tantian. If we're tense, it's not as easy to open that up. Today, as we center, pay attention to the small heavenly circle. Feet about shoulder width apart. Stand straight, pull up through the crown of the head. Breathe in. And breathe out. Sink. Shift to the right. Center. Pay attention to the circle. And breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. Up the back. Down the front. Center through the spine. Center through the feet. So that there is a clear center line. For the weight and the force as you extend. Not much. Sink into the toes, pull up through the Yongchuan and push, sink into the heel, pull in, center. Shift. Turn in the hip as you turn to the other side. So, sink, turn the hip, push. The leg stays, the hip turns around it. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. Breathe out. 2 more. Pull up through the back and down the front. Return to lower Tantian. Up the back and down in front. Return to the lower Tantian. Last time. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. And down along both sides, pull up through the crown of the head, raise the heels and lower. Stay there, breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. Same idea with turning palm. As we turn, push through. This center line, I'm here. There should be a center line that could drop straight through. Right here? It really is right here. Right here. And that is my center line for my body on that angle. Here. It's right here. Okay? So, where's my body? Where's my weight? Center through. And this side, it's here. Pay attention to both of those. Weight distribution, direction, where am I? Where is that center? Pay attention also to the small heavenly circle. Feet about shoulder width apart. Stand straight. Breathe in. And breathe out. Shift to the right. On the toes. Center. Where's your weight? Where's the center? We're on a 45-degree angle. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. Up the back. Breathe out. Down the front. Breathe in. Up the back. Breathe out. Down the front. Circle. Pay attention to the circle. Use your legs. Pull up through the hui. Don't twist your head. Keep the ujjayi open. Breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. Pull up from underneath. Push through the back leg. Two more. Sink, breathe in, sink, breathe out, and breathe in, pull in, straight, and sink a little bit more, and breathe in, and breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, one more time, breathe in, and breathe out, and breathe in, and breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. Hands down on both sides. Breathe out. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Stay there. Breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. Hold the ball. Ward off, pull down. As we extend here, this arm, whichever side we're on, can't be too high, it can't be too low. If it's too high, there's no ability really to extend so much. And I can do better this way, right? Where's my range? Is more determined by my elbow than by where my hand could go, where my shoulder could go. That idea of my range of force is what I want to pay attention to. And the same with pull down on the other side. If my hand's out over here, this didn't do anything over here. It's not. It's not. Never gonna happen. Right? My range for pull down is right here. That's it. Now, I can turn and extend that. I can be a little bit higher, a little bit lower if I sink, right? But that's my range. That's what I want to work with in this exercise. So that the center line, I just talked about this, that idea of the small heavenly circle, pay attention to the center line, for the movement and for the weight distribution. So pretty much the same here as I just gave. As we step, right, all my weight's on my right leg. As I step, this extension should be complete, and my weight distribution along this center line should be even, right? It should be possible to see that that's where my weight is, that I'm not leaning out here somewhere, right? If I want to go out there, I have to step further. It's here. This morning, we're not going to work on that bigger step, okay? We could, but we're not going to do that right now, okay? So as I step, this should be even. The extension, this hand, work together. So they start out here, both centers of the palm face each other, hold the ball. There should feel like there's a connection between the hands, okay? No. No. It's here. Hold the ball. That's a really big ball. It's down here. Hold the ball. Top of your hip, center of your chest, give or take, that's the ball. As we extend, center line, hands separate, they finish at the same time as the weight change finishes, so that we're here as the full extension. Pay attention to sinking downward as you extend outward. Keep the shoulders down, pull up through the crown of the head. Feet about shoulder width apart. Breathe in, breathe out. On the right, hold the ball. Little step left. Extend, center, and come back to the center. Left side, hold the ball. Pay attention to the center line. Pay attention to your weight. Pay attention to the small heavenly circle. Breathe in, breathe out. And breathe in, and breathe out. And breathe in, and breathe out. And breathe in, and breathe out. And breathe in, up the back. And breathe out, down the front. Breathe in, up the back, and down the front. Breathe in, and breathe out. And breathe in, and breathe out. Use the breath to extend the movement. Use the physical breath to extend the physical movement. Two more. Breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. Breathe out. Center. Small heavenly circle. Pull up. And sink down. Breathe in. Pull up through the back. Breathe out. Down the front. Extend. Center. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. One more time. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Hands down along both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Stay there. Breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. Okay, so I've just turned around, I saw this, I got a warning message over here. I'm hopeful that this one says everything's fine. Fingers crossed. So one of the things that we paid attention to today was this idea of circulating through the small heavenly circle. Another is that sense of, and there it is. It just took it a minute to get there. All right, it's gone over here, so it'll be okay over here in a minute. All right, so as we're paying attention to the small heavenly circle, and I started with the idea of, not being too happy, not being too sad, not being, right, that neither extreme of emotion is what we want to start with in class. Having some, a little bit upset, a little bit happy, pick one, right? Having some gives us an insight to what we need to do, what we can do in practice, and gives us some capability to work on that as we're practicing. So, for example, today, one of the things that I was working on, and this is in the context of Shin, who's that's my cat's name too. Every time I say that, she thinks I'm calling her. So one of the things that I worked on today, and this is that context of Shin, what's in your heart? What do you want to cultivate? What are you going to try and build? Not what's going to tear things down, not what's going to rip things apart. What are you going to try and build? Right? What do you want to build? And one of the kinds of things that I want to build is better. A little happier, a little content. You don't have to. It's okay. It's okay. That sense of how things are. It could be better, but it's okay. That sense is what I want to work on. Not, oh my gosh, it's horrible, blah, 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 right? No. So, when I'm happier, I cultivate that. How does that feel? Right? I'm more open. My body is more relaxed, more open in physical body and more open in my internal body. Everything can circulate better, right? A little tense. Both of them together give me a way to address the negative and use the positive so that I can cultivate more of that. That was my focus for today. I hope that it's been useful. I'm going to be back. It's a little bit more than just basic fundamentals, but it's part of what we should be paying attention to as we practice long term. Okay, it's how can I use this to promote my own good health? And my own good health isn't just physical. I'll be back tomorrow with the advanced sets. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week, we're going to be working on Dragon Sword. Still working on Dragon Sword. Have a few more things to cover. Thursday and Friday next week, Qigong. I hope you'll join me. Thank you for being here.